The world is changing, and fast. As Washington doubles down on trade tariffs, BRICS is pushing back, not with tanks, but with trade, alliances, and an ambitious plan to reshape the global economy. A bloc once dismissed as symbolic is now a 10-member powerhouse representing nearly half the world's population and a quarter of global GDP. But behind the speeches and handshakes, this year's BRICS summit revealed cracks, bold defiance, and a looming confrontation with the West that could redefine the future of global trade. BRICS 2025, a house divided, yet expanding. The summit was held in Rio de Janeiro and later in Russia's Kazan. The 2025 BRICS summits weren't just diplomatic events. They were geopolitical statements. China's Xi Jinping and Russia's Vladimir Putin skipped the Brazil meeting. Xi, for the first time since taking office, and Putin, due to an international arrest warrant stemming from the Ukraine war. Yet, the absence of leaders didn't stall expansion. Iran, Indonesia, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the UAE are now official members. Over 30 other countries, from Malaysia to Nigeria to NATO member Turkey, are queuing up to join. It's no longer just Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS is mutating into a megabloc, one that wants a different kind of globalization. Donald Trump, the architect of America First trade policy, made global headlines again by threatening a 10% tariff on any nation aligning with anti-American BRICS policies. He posted, "There will be no exceptions to this policy. Thank you for your attention to this matter." The BRICS response? Unified defiance. Their Rio Declaration condemned unilateral tariffs and warned that such protectionist moves threaten global supply chains and violate WTO rules. Lula da Silva, Brazil's president, didn't hold back. The world doesn't want an emperor who rules from the internet. But this isn't just a war of words. This is about who writes the rules of global commerce and who gets to break them. As U.S. sanctions pile up on Russia and Iran, BRICS nations are looking for a way out of the dollar trap. China's CIPS, an alternative to SWIFT, is gaining traction. Brazil and Turkey are diversifying away from dollar reserves into gold. And energy deals are increasingly being settled in local currencies through swaps. Talks of a BRICS currency have cooled, but the desire to escape the dollar's dominance remains hot. It's not about replacing the U.S., it's about not depending on it, says Angela Stent of Georgetown University. And Putin? Isolated from the West, he used the Kazan summit to prove he's far from alone, that Russia still has friends, trade routes, and strategic leverage. The BRICS declaration boldly condemned U.S. and Israeli airstrikes on Iran as blatant violations of international law. The bloc also voiced strong support for Palestinian statehood, denounced the starvation tactics in Gaza, and called out the politicization of humanitarian aid. But when it came to the war in Ukraine, silence. The same document that decried Western aggression said nothing of Russia's role in the conflict, instead criticizing Ukrainian strikes on Russian infrastructure. Diplomatic choreography at its finest. For BRICS, solidarity outweighs scrutiny, especially when confronting the West. While political drama stole the spotlight, the real power play is economic. According to IMF projections, BRICS economies are set to grow at 3.4% in 2025, outpacing the global average of 2.8%. Three BRICS nations, China, India, and Brazil, are already in the world's top 10 economies. And with dozens of countries eager to join, this bloc could soon rival the G7 in economic gravity. But BRICS isn't just growing, it's evolving. From pushing back on sanctions, to reshaping financial infrastructure, to calling for inclusive global governance. The bloc is carving out a new order where emerging economies have more than just a seat at the table. This isn't just East versus West. It's not even BRICS versus the G7. It's a deeper question. Who controls the flow of money, trade, and power in the 21st century? As Trump tightens tariffs and BRICS loosens ties to the dollar, we're witnessing the slow fracture of the post-World War II economic consensus. What comes next won't be decided in Washington, Brussels, or Beijing alone. It'll be decided across capitals like New Delhi, Pretoria, Riyadh, and yes, even Tehran. Because whether we like it or not, the future of the global economy is no longer unipolar. It's multipolar. It's messy, and it's already here. If you found this insightful, subscribe for weekly deep dives into the shifting balance of global power. The economic war is just getting started.